Oh, this Thai basil smells wonderful. Can't wait to make something with it. Oh, yum. Hey everyone, welcome back to Homegrown Passion. Today we are diving into the world of kohlrabi. It's a very versatile and nutritious vegetable. We're going to talk about growing it and eating it and everything in between. So if you're a seasoned grower or just starting out, stay tuned. Kohlrabi, also known as the German turnip or turnip cabbage, tastes like broccoli and cabbage combined. And it's really packed with a lot of vitamins. It has some potassium, good fiber, it's low in calories, and it's really packed with vitamin C and B6. Forgot to mention, it has 2 grams of protein. I'm sure you've probably seen in my other videos I used to only grow this one time a year in the winter because it is a cool weather crop. But this year I did it twice. I did it once in the winter and now early spring, and it's doing wonderful. It takes 37 days of maturity per the packet. These guys are 39 days and they look perfect because you want to make sure that you harvest them at the right size. You don't want them too little because you don't get enough bulk with it, and you don't want them too big because then they're woody. A lot of people think that growing hydroponics isn't relevant to growing in the soil outdoors, but it is. I just don't have to rotate my crops because I do sanitize my channels and I make sure I put HypoGrow in my nutrient tank to keep any diseases out. But if you are growing it outside, you got to make sure you rotate your crops because I think kohlrabi, if I read a while ago, it's susceptible to black rot and black root rot. So you got to make sure you don't get those diseases by keeping crops rotated. Harvesting kohlrabi at the right time is so crucial because if you let it go too long, it gets woody. But if you do it at the correct time, it's nice and crisp and has a good flavor and a nice crunch to it. Now, most cultivars are grown to about a softball size, but Quick Star is a little bit smaller. It's anywhere between a golf ball size to a tennis ball size, which works really good here on my NFT channels. So you can see how beautiful those look. And it's very mild and very, very soft. Let me show you the beautiful leaves on this kohlrabi plant. Look how nice and green they are. And it's a good indication that my nutrient tank is doing well and everything's right in line. And the good thing about kohlrabi is both the leaves and the bulb are edible, so there's no waste. When I seeded the kohlrabi into my Oasis cube, I tried to make sure I only got 3 or 4 seeds in each one, because if you get any more than that, I found out through experience that if you have 5 or 6, the kohlrabi doesn't grow into nice big bulbs like this. Because you can see right here, there's a small one that he didn't really get mature. So that one's not for sale, that's for me to eat. So let's talk about harvesting. When I harvest for my CSA program, I like to put everything in bags. It's just so much easier for them, so when they're putting their boxes together, they just grab a bag and throw it in the box. They don't have a lot of labor to do. And this is being a bigger harvest, I use my 15 by 20 inch bags that come on a roll. I think there's 700 on a roll. Doug will put a link down below on where we can get them on Amazon. And I cut the plant. It's a little bit easier than trying to pull the roots out. I cut the plant from the bottom. And this whole thing will go into a bag. And you know, since you got things for sale, you definitely want to get yellow leaves off. So now grab all the leaves, hold them together. Gently put them in the bag, and then you have a nice product. So if you're harvesting these for home or for me, for my own use, I would take this bunch here, you know, either pull it out of the ground or cut it like I do here in the hydroponics, pull off the yellow leaf. Now I am going to keep this little one there because there's a recipe, and I'll put a link down below, where you cut these guys in quarters, put them a little olive oil, salt and pepper, toss them and roast them in the oven like you do Brussels sprouts. And then after they're done, you put a little Parmesan cheese with dried parsley. Oh, it's such a good side dish. So today started out as a cool day, but as it's progressing, it's getting more and more warm. Solar radiation is really heating up the greenhouse, and I can feel my environmentals finally coming on. So with that said, I'm going to pull out as much of this fast as possible, get it bulked up, take it into the head house where it's cooler, and then I'll bag it up and get it ready for my CSA program. So if you're getting this kohlrabi as part of a CSA program, or if you pulled it from your own garden, keep it in a bag like this, and it'll last in the refrigerator for over 2 weeks, because I do experiments all the time to see how long produce will last, and this is a really long storage. So I know I touched on recipes a little bit when I talked about roasting the little ones. My favorite way to have kohlrabi is take a grater and shred it and put it on a salad, or it makes a really good coleslaw. And I saw a recipe online that had jalapeños and cilantro and a little bit of vinegar for a coleslaw like that. I am definitely going to try that tonight because I know I'm going to have a few of these extra. But like everything else in the greenhouse, my favorite way to eat is raw. It just seems so more nutritious, and I like the crunch. I'm going to put a couple of my favorite recipes for kohlrabi down in the description below, and try them out and let me know what you think. And if you have any good recipes, send me the link for those so I can try them out too. Thank you for joining me today at Bradwood Farm. I hope you enjoyed our journey here in our greenhouse. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up so I could do more videos on our hydroponics and our culinaries. And like always, please leave me any questions, comments, and suggestions down below. And we'll see you guys next video.